I'm an actual child. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 streaks on Snapchat.
Dude, I
7.
love your love of Snapchat though.
My biggest one, 990 days.
Sorry. What the fuck?
How good. Shout out to Hannah. Fucking
Damn.
hell yeah. They're all with women, obviously, because men using
yeah.
Snapchat is repulsive. Yeah. Anyway.
I don't think I've like, what's 900? That's like 3 years.
How good. How
Dude,
good.
that's like 2.5, 3 years. I don't think
Literally.
I've had Snapchat for that long.
I love it. I love it. Yep.
All right.
If anyone wants to add me on Snapchat, go for your life.
But women only.
Yeah, thank you.
Women will, men will not be accepted.
That's not allowed.
What the hell is up? I feel like I haven't seen you at all
I'm
this
like,
week.
have I seen you this week?
I'm not even convinced we're still friends.
Excuse me?
No, I mean, because I haven't
You
seen
fucking
you.
cunt. What do you mean?
You just full clock me there.
I saw you Friday.
Yeah, but it didn't count because, like...
We were next to each other, but I didn't talk to you specifically.
No, we didn't get our enrichment time.
No, we didn't.
And our enrichment time is just us sitting in silence when we're together
On our
anyway.
phones, yeah.
But we didn't get to do that.
I've been good. No, I haven't.
I haven't.
That's a lie. That's a blatant lie. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a rut again.
It's the weather.
I'm sick of looking after myself. I need someone to do that for me. Yeah, I've barely gone to Pilates this week.
Yeah.
I'm just all sorts.
I think you'll come out of your rut like after Fiji, because I think once we get to Fiji, then you'll be fine.
I'll be out of my rut. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, because we'll be on holiday.
Yeah.
But up until then,
Yeah.
clinical depression.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I
Ride
feel
the
like-
waves.
I'm on the up.
You're on the up.
I'm on the up.
You know what? Whenever we meet each other halfway and we're like, all right, well, I'm going down. And you're like, okay, well, I'll keep going on this escalator.
Well, someone has to represent the duo.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, the weather's been real shit. But I've also been like really busy at work.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, go. And I think
Yeah.
when I'm really busy at work, that just helps me to keep being busy.
Yeah,
outside of
so
work.
true. Can I show you what I want to buy on Shein?
Yeah.
I hope it saved it. I've never shopped from Shein before, and before anyone has a go at me for fast fashion, whatever.
Yeah, okay, well, that's for rich people. Okay.
That, honestly, that's not having to shop at Shein is I want to add that too, is
a rich privilege.
an expendable income privilege that I simply do not have.
And also the privilege of not having 3 stores to choose from because we're an extended size, and which we'll come to
We
back in a
will
minute.
cover that in a hot minute. Okay, it didn't save my thing.
What was
I'm
it,
gonna kill
though?
myself. There was sunnies in there.
Okay.
There were trackies.
Yeah.
There was a fun little American like this, but it
Okay.
had like USA on it or fucking something.
Yeah.
Those grippy things for the back of
Oh,
my
yeah,
phone. Yeah. Maybe I'll get you one too.
Okay.
It's like a
There
buck.
was something I was window shopping online last night for homeware stuff. I found this
fun.
amazing website, by the way, that you're going to love their homewares.
Show me immediately.
And then I was looking at prints because I want to get...
Yes. I
There's-
want this one. Hang on. Let me show you.
There's like a list of things that I want to get before my 30th Sunday session party. So my house looks even less frat boy.
Yeah.
And I want to get a few prints. I reckon I want to get 3. And I found some that I really like that I was like, I reckon you'll like these. So I was going to get them for you when I get them.
Fuck that. Over.
That's fun.
I want that like up there. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, yes, I
Nice.
do want prints.
Yeah, I think we should get... Because
What
if
else
we
is on
get this...
Shein?
Like, we don't have to get all the same prints. But say we got some the same on Etsy, then you only have to buy it once. And then we just get them
and
printed.
then we just print them. Yeah.
And they're really cheap.
Agreed.
But this website that had all these homewares, I was like, fuck, I wish I found this website before your birthday because I would have bought all your birthday stuff.
Stop.
So for Christmas, you're getting everything
I
from this
love
website.
that. Give it to me.
And it's not
immediately.
expensive either.
Brilliant.
You'll love it.
Oh, these headbands were also on my Shein order. I don't know if I can rock it or not, though.
I like it.
I feel very...
So you bought that from Shein?
No. This is Nikki's that I stole from the bench.
Is it from Shein, though?
Maybe. Who's to say?
Yeah, okay.
Shein make them, though. They came in like a pack of 3.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah.
That's it. I've decided that I'm hosting a party for my 30th this year.
Which is crazy.
I don't like hosting parties because I'm convinced no one will come.
Well, you've proved that wrong, so...
Well, I've had instances where no one's come to my parties.
Yeah, that's my fear. My actual fear. That would ruin me.
Yeah, that keeps me awake at night.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
That's literally the main reason why I didn't have one. I was just like, no, like, I am fragile enough as it is.
Yeah.
If the people that I want there don't come, I will literally cry for like...
Oh, yeah.
for the next financial year.
It's a lot. So I was like, I want to do something for my 30th. And I love the idea of having everyone that I really like in the same room.
See, that's crazy to me because that's a nightmare for me.
I feel like you have a lot more friends, but they're very like in very different groups. Whereas like my friendships tend to be somewhat seasonal.
Yeah.
So like, and they always kind of mesh together, but they'll like, not that I'm not friends with people that I was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But like my core group kind of changes just because of life.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just do something super casual. I was thinking about it on the way home from mum and dad's yesterday. I was like, I just want to do something super low key and super casual. And I was like, my favorite thing to do is like a pub Sunday session, just super casual. Few babs, get a little bit silly, right? Yeah. But I didn't want to do it at the pub because I want to be able to listen to my music. So I was like, I'll just do it at my house. That's fun. So I invited like close friends, and like family friends, and then close friends. Did I say friends twice?
What?
So I meant to say like close family, right?
You're like close friends and close friends. Yep. Okay.
Close
Got
family.
it.
Close family, friends, and then friends. And I was like, I'll just set up a Facebook group, not expecting. I knew that the family people would come.
Yeah.
But I'm like, the friends bit, I don't know. People have very social lives.
Yep.
And my birthday is in the midst of grand final season. So, set it up. I have 16 people so far coming to my house, and there's at least another 10 who I reckon will say yes because they're like more family.
And you've
like
got 2 outdoor chairs.
Well, no, they're not. I was like, no, I've been doing
everyone was sitting on the floor.
No, I've been doing head counts on my chairs. So I've got 5 in my dining room inside, right?
Yeah.
I've got 6 for the outdoor table, and then I've got another 5 like green plastic chairs.
Okay.
I rang Dad. I was like, you're gonna have to bring your black outdoor chairs.
Yeah.
And a trestle table, and then I've got the couch as well. So I think we'll be fine. And then just do pizzas and drinks. Yeah. But now I'm like, oh my God, people are actually coming to my bed. I'm gonna be so fucking like obnoxious. I'm like, you are all here for me. I want everyone to talk about me and me only, and I'm gonna love it.
I love that.
But I want to get like, I'm gonna like put on drinks and like pizzas and stuff. I want to get like a little cocktail making set, and then I'll get some cocktail glasses. I was thinking of getting them off Temu or something.
Love. And
then we have the option if we want to make fun little cute cocktails, right?
Yeah. But
then I was just gonna buy like South Ave's Coronas. Some mixes and probably like a bottle of tequila.
What weekend is it?
It's the 15th of September.
Like, I'll obviously go, but I'm just like, when's grand final?
So grand final's the 28th, and Sandford grand final is like the 21st or something, 22nd.
Oh, stunning. Wow, that's going to be a jam-packed 3 weeks, isn't it?
I made sure to check because I knew that if I did it on any of the grand final weekends, no one would come.
Are you having your birthday off?
Yeah, we get it off work anyway.
Stunning. I will book that day off as well. You know what? I'm just going to book the 3 days off. I don't give a fuck.
She books the whole week off. I'm at work and
it's a national celebration. I'm sorry. It's a religious holiday. I can't. It's a week-long event. Sorry.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So yeah, and then so I'll put drinks on, but I want to have like the option of little fun cocktails.
Yeah.
And then I'll get I'm going to get a pack of Uno cards.
Yep.
And I'm going to buy stuff for, I don't want to play beer pong, but I'm going to have the stuff because I would be mortified if someone was like, I want to play beer pong and I don't have the stuff.
You're not prepared. Yeah.
So I need to be prepared.
Yeah.
So I'll have that. And really, I'm telling everyone that it's for my birthday, but it's actually just a giant play date for Benji so he can force 20 odd people to play fetch with him.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to have such a good sleep that night.
He's going to love that day.
Yeah.
He has no idea. I bought a plant. And when I say I bought a plant, this is how the economy works, right? I've cracked the code.
Mark bought a plant.
So I got my hair done yesterday, went up to mum and dad's.
It looks great, by the way.
Thank you. It feels, you know when you
it looks fresh as fuck.
Oh,
yeah, just slick Rick, yeah.
So I went to mum and dad's after, and I was like, Dad, we should go to Bunnings and just have a look. He had to go do his food shopping anyway. Anyway, so I needed to buy little rubber things to put on the bottom of the legs of my desk because I've moved it out into the living room, and now that it's on tiles,
she's wobbly.
It's very wobbly.
Big old wobbly girl.
And Dad was like, you just have to do this, 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 and this. I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. You need to get it for me. So we got those, and then Dad went to go look for something else. I beeline it for the plant section.
These to chest.
And I'm giggling the whole way. Anyway, and then I find this plant that I want, and I find Dad, and Dad's like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, well, I need a plant. And he's like, I'm not buying you a plant. And I'm like, but you are.
And here we are.
I said, there's a reason why men earn more than women. And it's so that you can buy me a plant.
To supplement my income.
Thank you. That's
I didn't ask to be born.
I didn't.
And
I didn't.
If this is critical
I
to
didn't
my
ask
living,
to be woman.
Yeah.
As long as Dad continues to earn more than me, which will be for my entire lifetime, you will be paying for things for me.
Like, it's just a little plant. It's a little plant.
What is $20
$20 dudes
to a middle-aged white man in a privileged job?
Exactly. Loose change. You know what? I'm stopping you from rattling those coins in your pockets, Mark.
It's like 3 minutes of his workday.
Doing you a service.
Facts. I would hate to burn
That's
him
like
with all that
10
money.
minutes of work for him.
Not even. I reckon it's a minute.
Come on.
So you will be buying me
as the fruit of your loins,
right? Like,
you're gonna deny me a tree?
I'm
out
here busy being a prodigy.
Dads get Father's Day.
Facts.
They get their birthday.
Facts.
What the fuck do we get? Where is?
I wasn't even convinced people were going to come to my 30th. And also, now that I'm thinking about it, my 30th is we're having a joint 30th at mine.
Your friends are my friends.
It's the same group of people. So if you have anyone you want to invite, please let them know.
Oh, you've already done it, Del.
Yeah, so then, but because I'm also a feminist.
Yeah. A feminine nomenon.
I'm a feminine nomenon.
Yeah.
And so when we get to the checkout, I said, Dad, you buy the pot.
Yeah.
And I'll buy the plant.
Yeah.
So Dad spent $50.
Yeah.
And I spent $26.
So he didn't even buy the plant?
No, I paid for the plant. He paid for the pot.
Wow.
And that's on equality.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even like, nah, don't worry about it. I'll get it.
No, this dude's at the checkout like, fuck you, you will be buying this.
Audacious.
I know. This man.
Chivalry is dead, ladies and gentlemen.
It really is. Like, you just...
Wow.
Not all men, but all men.
Yeah. Yeah.
ACAB.
Fucking if that ain't the truth.
So I bought a ficus. No research whatsoever. It just looked cute.
Yeah.
And it was big. And I wanted a big
Are those like the rubber leaf ones?
I don't know. It's kind of like the fiddle leaf.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
So it's looking gorge. And now I've got the itch. And now I want to buy like 25 plants. So before the 30th, before the Sunday sesh, right, I need to buy a rug.
Yep.
And I've been on Pinterest. I know what kind of rug I want. I want like a beige.
Show me.
My
you
phone's
can't.
filming.
You can't.
I want to get like a woven beige
Yep.
Kind of like brownie one.
Yeah. Okay.
Because all my furniture is black or like really
Yeah.
dark. So I've looked on Pinterest to confirm, and that'll even things out.
Yeah.
I want to get a couple of prints. I need to get some cocktail glasses and like a cocktail making set.
Yep.
And then I think that was it.
I love that.
Yeah. And then on Friday we went to Glenelg Winterfest.
That was
and
fun.
We saw Rouge.
Yep.
I want your review on Rouge.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was fucking just watching someone just swallow fire and swords is just insane.
I actually had to close my eyes.
And like the acrobatics was crazy. The minute like performers go off the stage and start interacting with the audience, I'm like,
out.
don't fucking do that.
Like,
Do not. I cannot look anyone in the eye.
No.
Do not draw attention to me. I'm not participating.
It's not fun.
No.
No one's having a good time.
No.
Get back on your stage.
He's hating it. Yeah.
If I wanted to participate, I'd sign up for like the fringe artist bloody group.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I'm volunteering my time.
Yeah, but my favorite thing about Rouge was the lady that was sitting in front of us, who was just having the time of her life, kicking her feet in the air.
No, literally. She would have been like in her 70s, I reckon.
Yeah, she was
and
having
she's
the
finished
best
that.
time. Like actual Wicked Witch of the West type shit. Like
she's pissing, and like something like that wasn't even funny would be happening.
Yeah.
And she's like having a good old giggle.
having the time of her life.
Oh, God bless her.
But yeah, no, I had a fun time. What's your?
It was entertaining.
Yeah.
I think I'm just a prude. Right?
Like this is my thing with like stand-up comedy as well. Like at a stand-up comedy show, or even if I'm like watching it on Netflix, I don't show my reaction on my face.
No.
And like I don't laugh. I laugh inside my head. I don't laugh outside.
Yeah.
And that's the same with me at shows. Like I don't want to have to clap and woo every time I'm wowed.
No.
Like you just need to assume that I am in the inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I just
like I get why you have to, because it like gives them something to work with, but nah.
the like acrobatics of it and some of the stunty stuff.
My hands were sweating.
Were very impressive.
Yeah, I was getting nervous.
But there was parts of it and I was like, this feels like an amateur theatre kids club.
Yeah.
Like particularly some of the dancing elements.
Mm.
And then I know that their whole thing was like, what was it like, what were they trying to do? Like promote sexuality.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
All for it, right?
Mm.
I just think I'm a prude. And so when people
Yeah.
were getting naked on stage,
Yeah.
I was like, I can't be here. I need to go home.
Where do I
The
look?
police are on their way.
Where do I look?
I'm now a nonce, so I need to leave.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm like a weirdo and I'm just like, oh my God, this is a lot.
No, but like you don't really see nudity in shows though, so.
And I wasn't expecting it either.
Yeah, right.
I had no idea
Yeah, okay.
that I was about to be watching some titties and Willy on a stage.
Yeah, there was dick in there, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, crazy.
But other than that, it was good.
Yeah.
It was great.
I really love mulled wine.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
wine hot, game changer.
Really?
Yeah, really nice.
I can't imagine drinking hot wine.
Yeah, like it didn't taste like wine. Like it didn't have like that bitterness
Oh,
of
what
it.
did it taste like?
Just sweet and like
Oh.
spicy.
Like a syrup kind of vibe?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun time.
Nice.
Mm.
You know, I decided I was already too charged off of my 3 pre-event beers. And
Yeah,
was
so
like,
fair.
you need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's been our week. And then today we're going to Sandford. Doesn't look like I'm actually going, but
I'm so excited for a family day out.
this weather though.
No, I know, and I'm just going to ignore your concerns.
And I've clocked that. Yeah.
And I'm just going to force my fun onto you.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be fun. Once we're there, you'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I just need to get you out of the house.
Yeah, kicking and screaming, preferably.
Mark and Jackie are coming.
Oh, fun.
Brody and Jamie are coming.
Yeah.
And then Alana has told me that she's coming, which
call
would mean
bullshit.
that Jack is coming, but who knows? Like it's 50-50.
Yeah.
No one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
but it will be fun.
Oh, okay. Well, if Mark and Jackie are there.
Yeah. Dad's equally as apprehensive as you are.
Yeah, okay, excellent.
Yeah, so you can
We can charge each other.
You can both moan about it in the corner while I'm clapping away. But we're going up to see Centrals versus Adelaide up at Centrals because Riley...
Oh, so, okay.
I knew
Listen.
this was coming.
Why the fuck are you calling a team and a stadium Centrals when it's in fucking Elizabeth? When it's north of the central of the state?
You're not wrong.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I genuinely thought, okay, maybe Centrals is like Norwood or like one of the ovals in the CBD. No, north.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb as fuck.
It's a really good question. And in school, there was a few people that worked at, because there's a pub there, and there was a few people that worked there as their part-time job, and they'd be like, oh, I'm working at Centrals this weekend. No idea where it was. And I was just like, I don't know where you're going, but good luck. But what you will love, Centrals is Bulldogs. So you could technically wear your Bulldog scarf.
I'm going to wear my crow scarf and then my Bulldogs hat.
You know, that's going to fucking really piss off.
Everyone.
Kelsey's going to have shit to say about that.
Everyone. Well, heaven forbid a girl support two teams.
God forbid women had fucking hobbies. No, I'm excited. We get to see Riley play. Riley Phil Thorpe.
Yep.
I get really nervous. I don't
number
want to
one
fuck it
fan.
up. Do you remember there was one time on the pod and we were talking about Fantasy Boyfriend League early on, and you were saying Charlie Kernrow?
Kerno. I still say it wrong
Anyway,
every single time.
People still comment on that video on TikTok and they're like, wants a Charlie Kerno badge but says his name wrong.
Okay, listen the fuck up, right? Up until last year, I thought Shania Twain's name was Shania Twain. Like every single time. I would be like, I love Shania Twain. Does Shania sound... To my horror, I've been adding an extra letter. Shania. So this is very on brand for me. Like,
I'm calling her Shania from now on.
I fucking love Shania Twain. Who the fuck is Shania Twain? Go fuck yourself.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's so good.
I'm not saying her name correctly now. It's ingrained in my brain. Anyway.
Some of the things that you and
Hi,
I
Shania, sweetie.
over the years would rock the general public.
Truly.
Yeah, fuck. Well, good old Peter Malinowskis has announced this week. Good old PM.
PM for PM.
I reckon he should be Prime Minister.
He'd make a great one.
He's a legend. Anyway, he's announced, gather round, we've got it again.
Hell yeah.
It's back 2025,
back,
April 10 to 13.
We're going to go harder next year.
Bro, we're doubling.
Yeah.
Doubling our attendance.
Hunkering down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking loved gather round.
Yeah. So much fun.
Good.
If we get a Crows membership, I think we get early access to tickets for Gather Round. Yeah.
Even more reason to spend our dollary dues, if you ask me.
Yeah. That or you like get, I don't know. Anyway.
We get something.
Yeah.
Another sad week for my footy tips. I don't think anyone's going to be surprised. I'm like 1 for 4 or something.
Can you believe North Melbourne pulled it out their ass?
I
knew it was coming. I
should have listened to you.
Truly.
I really should have.
The one that you should have listened to, because all the others were absolute duds.
Yeah, not a good week.
No. I thought Bulldogs were going to smash Port.
Dude,
at Adelaide Oval.
Terrible.
Half of our team is injured.
Oh.
Like Cody Waitman, I think. Is that his name? He was out for the count. Aaron Norton out for the count. It's grim.
I don't pay
And then
attention.
Bont couldn't kick a goal to save his life. He had a shit game too, so it was just...
When I saw the score, my jaw hit the floor.
Grim.
I was like, there is no way.
Grim, yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
I know.
Collingwood choked.
Yeah. Didn't they?
Didn't they?
What's the ladder looking like?
I'm doing so bad in my footy tips. I'm at the point of giving up. Like, I've now dropped a spot. I'm 4th.
That's not bad. You could still climb
But that's
back,
not
though.
first. If you're not first, you're last.
I mean, Collingwood is still top 8. Bulldogs have bumped down to 10.
It's all just looking fucking grim. I just
And
can't.
Carlton lost too. Can you believe that?
Did they?
Yeah.
Damn.
To the Giants, I'm pretty sure.
Damn. Bad time.
Yeah. That is.
I hate seasons of sport like this where it's just so random.
It's still so
And you
up
can't-
and down, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's rough. But unless do you have any footy updates or news before I hijack?
No,
the sporting
you go
segment?
for your life. Crows haven't played yet. So.
In other sporting news, this week the Boomers, so the Australian men's basketball team, played 2 showcase games against China this week in Melbourne, and I watched both of them. I love the Australian men's basketball.
Yeah.
They played a lot better than what they did in the World Cup. I'll give you that hot tip. We in the World Cup, terrible shooting. Didn't have any good shooting.
Yeah, right.
To save our lives.
Me at netball.
Facts. But now Jack McVeigh has stepped up to the plate. He plays for Jack Jumpers. He has growth since being at the 36ers.
I thought
till
he
now.
played at the 36ers.
Yeah.
I was like, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah. Since being at the 36ers till now, phenomenal growth. And he's really made a name for himself. So he was a significant shooter for us in the exhibition games.
He's a little cutie.
Little cutie. He just got married and he was meant to be on his honeymoon, but he was like fighting for his spot on the Boomers.
That's love. Isn't it just? Period.
So watching the team, I was like, this is a great team. Like, we've way better than the World Cup. I think we've got a shot, right? Anyway, so then they played the second game and I was like, I reckon I can call who, because they had to cut the team from 17 to 12.
Damn.
And I was like, I reckon
It's like
I
fucking
can...
Dallas cheerleaders in this bitch.
Facts. I was like, I reckon I know who they're going to call for the Boomers 12, for the 12-man squad going up to the Olympics. So my thoughts were Xavier Cooks, Duop Reef, Josh Giddey, Paddy Mills, Jock Landau, Dante Exum, Matisse Thibault, Josh Green, Joe Ingles, Jack McVeigh, Chris Golding, and Dyson Daniels. Right? And I was
Dyson Daniels was a fun name.
why are you named after a vacuum cleaner?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean,
where I'm gonna.
we love the hair wrap.
Yeah, I was like, that's our squad. It's nothing's been more clear to me in my life. I've got 20/20 vision. There is no way else that this team can be made up.
Next
right?
minute.
And then, so they were meant to announce the squad formally Monday. So the day that this episode comes out. I think it was the next morning. So Friday morning, bloody Olgun from ESPN is reporting that he's been told the goss and he knows everything. He's like the scoop of scoops. And he's announcing the 12-man squad. This is the 12-man squad.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to know who's got cut.
It doesn't matter. Josh Giddey, Paddy Mills, Dyson Daniels, Josh Green,
Dyson,
Dante Exum, Jock Landau, Duop Reef, right? But then there's 4, because there was like a solid squad that everyone knew was going to get taken across. That's who I've just said.
Yeah.
And then there was like 4 up for contention, right? So I was thinking that those 4 would be Xavier Cooks, Matisse Thibault, Joe Ingles, Jack McVeigh, and Chris Golding. So I said 5, but you'll get the vibe. Anyway, they've named Jack McVeigh, Nick Kay, Will Magnay, and Matthew fucking Dellavedova. Now, Dellavedova, sorry, everyone. Just another one to butcher. This is my issue. So Matisse Thibault didn't make the 12-man squad, right? Now, Matisse Thibault plays in the NBA. He is arguably one of our best defenders. His defense, phenomenal, right? He's a huge part of the team. Even in Showcase Game 1, he was stealing the ball and then tracing it down to the other end of the court and getting goals. Like there's no man's business.
Right.
Having a really strong defense, we're not the most skilled team in terms of the Olympics. Like, we've got to go up against Team USA. Canada has Shai from OKC, phenomenal. and they will be a really strong contender. Canada will be. Greece, right? Then you've got like who does fucking what's his name?
Who?
You know.
What country?
Jokic.
Who?
How do I say his name?
Tennis?
No. No, who does he play for? Serbia. He's Serbian, right? This guy, you know him.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Phenomenal, right? So we've got to go up against all these massive teams. We need a good defense, right? And
Yeah.
our defense was looking fucking schmick
Yeah.
in the exhibition games, right? So you're telling me that we're not taking Matisse Thybulle, who is integral to a strong defense, but we're going to take Matthew Dellavedova, who, don't get me wrong, great player, plays in the NBA, has played for Australia multiple times, right? But there's just better.
Where's Patty Mills?
Patty Mills is on the squad.
Oh, missed
Who does
that.
he play?
You know who I got confused with? Do you remember? I can't remember what Olympic year it was, but there was like a picture of Andrew Bogut sewing a shower curtain for his
What?
fucking apartment. I got him confused with Matthew Dellavedova.
Oh,
I was like, the shower curtain's back. No,
Deli
he's
looks
not.
like Elon Musk.
He does a little, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I and most of the Australian basketball community not huge fans of the fact that Matisse didn't make the call.
Yeah, right. That's brutal. Imagine being like, oh yeah, I'm going to the Olympics, and then nope, actually you're cut.
And like he's a dual citizen because he's not like he lived in Australia long enough to become a citizen, but he was actually born in America, right? So he's making a choice to play for Australia.
Well,
and we just
said no.
We said
no, thank
your time
you.
is done.
No, thank you. Who does he play for?
Such a good question. 1 minute, please.
Uno momento, por favor.
He plays for Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, right. There you go.
So that honestly ruined my Friday. I read that and I went, cancel the Olympics.
Yeah, I think you need to pick a new sport doll. Maybe breakdancing's the one for you.
I'm gonna have to cancel the fucking Olympics because we're up against Canada in the first block. I don't think we're.
Imagine us getting booted in the first round.
I think it's gonna happen.
Nah.
I don't think we have a good shot. This week we have exhibition games against I think Serbia is one of them actually, which makes me nervous. But we're playing Team USA in Abu Dhabi this week. Random. It's at like 1 a.m.
Damn.
But I'll be watching it.
Commitment to the bit.
It's like this week or next week because I'm really fucking stressed.
Sheesh.
And I think like I know they're exhibition games, so they're not big tellers, but it'll be a good indication on where we stand.
Yeah.
But with the Olympics, I have started making note of my fantasy leagues.
Oh yeah, let's go.
So I've been making note for my men's fantasy league and my women's. Mm-hmm. So my men's fantasy league currently consists of Jock Landau from the Boomers. Mm-hmm. It did have Matisse Thybulle on there, and I'm going to keep him on there. I don't care. He's staying on my men's fantasy league. Nigel Houston, the skateboarder. Here.
I want to see. What's his name?
Nyjah, Nyjah.
Oh, yeah, he's cute. Yeah.
Houston.
29, perfect.
Love him.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
So he's on my fantasy men's league. And then so far my women's, Sha'Carri Richardson. She's a track.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
She is president of my women's fantasy league.
She's the one who did an interview with Cardi B, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Yeah, truly.
I've been getting heaps of videos of her lately and I'm like, oh my God, she needs to be on there. So obsessed with her. But other than that, the Olympics is literally 3 or so weeks away.
How fun.
So I'm really fucking excited. I'm going to have it on at work 24/7 and I want to watch all of it. So
Period.
That's all I had for sport, everyone.
Stunning. The Great Britain Grand Prix is on this weekend for Formula One. I don't really think we've talked about Formula One.
We haven't for a hot minute.
Anyway, qualifying results came in. I think the race is at maybe 10:30 tonight.
Okay.
Leclerc didn't even finish.
Oh, wow.
Or like he didn't get top 10.
Damn.
Yeah. George Russell coming in first. Who's that?
It's me.
Hang on, let me.
I've seen the rumors that Ricardo's got like 2 weeks left to live in terms of Formula One.
Yeah, but I feel like everyone's been saying that for like years now. So I mean, that might mean that it's actually happening. So George Russell coming in first, Lewis Hamilton coming in second, and then Lando Norris coming in third.
Okay, nice.
For quali. So that's the pole positions for the race tonight.
Facts.
Rock
Maybe
and
I
roll.
will watch that later tonight. Because that's on KO, yeah?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
Nice. We should go. I know we've said we should go to the Australian Grand Prix. What if we went to the Singapore Grand Prix?
I would love that.
My auntie lives in Singapore. We could stay with her.
For free.
For free.
I love that.
If
That would
she's
be so
listening
much fun.
If she's listening to this, then
Hey.
you heard me.
Hey, girly pop. I would love to go to an international Grand Prix. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, I wonder how much it is to go.
Mm.
Someone donate tickets to us.
Come on.
I just feel like there's someone out there that's listening that's going, I want to send Caitlin and Danika to the Singapore Grand Prix.
For free.
Just the tickets to the actual event.
Yeah, like we'll fund the flights.
Yeah. We'll meet you halfway because obviously feminism.
Yeah, chivalry.
But it would be nice for someone to buy us the tickets to the event. We set that up as merch on our store.
Yeah.
Just 2 tickets.
Ticket holders.
Whoops, I just punched the mic. Pop culture news. We're going to fucking hit the ground running with Lindsay Hubbard from Summer House is pregnant.
I can't believe this.
Dude, when I saw that, I was like, this has to be fake.
And that was a perfect time to announce it too, because I just finished season 8 of Summer House.
And they started filming this weekend for season 9.
Crazy.
So, and because she is meant to be in season 9, because she hasn't said that she's not, because the only person who's not returning for season 9 is Danielle.
Yeah.
So now we have an additional housemate in her womb.
Truly.
It's going to be interesting because she's not going to be able to drink or anything like
No.
that. So it's going to be very interesting to see how
She'll be mellow.
Yeah. Having a pregnant person in the house is going to be interesting.
That's so crazy.
And then also the fact that Carl will be there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that will be...
That's insane.
I think we've got Buckley's of Lindsay's boyfriend being on the show though, because she said in everything about this announcement that he has no interest in being in the public eye. He's like a biotech guy. Doctor.
That kind of fits the bill of what she was looking for though.
Oh yeah, he's got money. Boyfriend. Everything we know about Lindsay Hubbard's mystery boyfriend by Us Weekly. So, the mystery man is a doctor who works in biotech investing and prefers to keep out of the public eye. Okay. So Lindsay apparently said he's just so excited to be a dad and proud to be having a child with me. It means the world to have someone like him by my side. I think that's it.
That's insane.
Yeah. They went on a few dates 3.5 years ago. It was just bad timing back then for him and me. And then he kind of popped back up again in December and we started dating in January. Far out. And then, because towards the end of season 8, once Carl and Lindsay split, you know how Lindsay goes to Danielle's apartment and all the girls are there?
Yeah.
Paige makes a comment like, you know, who knows what happens, like, let Carl go because who knows, like, in a year you could be pregnant or married.
She manifested it.
Yeah, she manifested it. She said, girly pop, let me do you a big hot favor. So, I'm excited. I think Lindsay's going to glow. I think she wanted this so bad for so long. I think this could be really good for her. And I think we might see the best side of her yet.
Yeah.
And what I really liked about, you get this kind of, in season 8, how she's become a lot closer with the girls in the house. Like that tension between them's gone. I would like to see that continue in season 9.
Agreed.
It was just a nicer vibe to watch her getting along with them. So that was nice. Did you have any pop culture news?
No.
The only other thing I have is Witchery.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
on Monday this week, Witchery, the Australian clothing brand, announced its new look on Instagram. So they've appointed a new head of creative, essentially. And to announce that there's like a whole new look for the brand and their clothing in a new direction. So they'd cleared their Instagram feed entirely and they'd started posting new photos of the new line. And then the official announcement on Monday was a video and the caption said, "It's here. Welcome to a new look Witchery and the latest collection. Bold Awakening. Introducing a fresh design direction, exploring the language of bold statements and future classics. From soft feminine drapes to structured silhouettes, no detail has been overlooked. This is ready to wear and weekend wear for the considered wardrobe. Available in sizes 4 to 18. A note on our sizing. We've done a lot of work to improve our sizes and fits, ensuring they are more true to size and consistent across our collections. From size 10 and up, our sizing has become more generous. So if you were a size 20 with Witchery before, we welcome you to try an 18 instead." So, Witchery was selling up to a size 20 and they've gone, as part of this, we're reducing our sizing range and we're no longer going to offer you a 20. But don't worry, because we've changed the way that our clothes fit. So you should fit.
Just squeeze your ass into an 18, doll.
Just suck it in and shove your ass
Just
into an 18
skinny.
and let it go. The internet went crazy. Like, the comments of this post were so interesting to watch. People were so bad. I was mad. It was riling me up because I was like, we live in an age where people want extended sizing. All people talk about is wanting extended sizing. And you've actively sat in a board meeting and everyone's gone, we know that everyone wants extended sizing, but we're going to reduce our sizing.
I just don't understand why all companies don't offer extended sizing. People are the size that they are, and they should be able to wear whatever the fuck that they want to wear.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? I just don't understand why it's not a viable option for all major companies.
Yes.
To do that.
And
small businesses I can understand, but for a company as big as Witchery, what's your fucking issue?
You're actively making a decision to exclude customers, which means you're
just
going
say
to
you're
lose money.
Fatphobic. But there is no other reason for it.
They're paying customers who would buy your clothes. I love Witchery clothes.
Yeah.
I've bought from Witchery.
Yeah.
I would happily continue to buy from Witchery. But now I'm like, will I even fit in their clothes?
Yeah.
Just keep going up a size. And also it's almost like they're saying sizing stops at 20. No one is beyond a 20.
20 isn't even extended sizing.
No.
To me, that should just be stock standard.
I agree. I think the stock standard shouldn't be up to a 14 like businesses do. The stock standard should be to a 26.
Yeah.
And then beyond that should be considered extended sizing. It really fucking pissed me off. And the other thing that really annoyed me was their messaging around the fact of, oh, no, we've become more generous with our sizing. So it's not like we've cut a size. You just fit into a smaller size, because the message that sends tells me that they're placing emphasis on the number on your clothing tags. And they're like, they want to send this notion of, oh no, come shop with us because we'll make you feel skinny because your clothes won't actually fit right. You have to go. Why can't we just have fucking normal sizing? Women always have this issue where what size you are fluctuates drastically depending on where you shop and what you're buying. Mm-hmm. And it's already a perceived issue. And Witchery went, we're going to feed into that.
We're going to make it even worse.
I just don't understand why they sat there and they went, we're going to feed into two of the biggest issues in women's clothing.
Yeah.
In what world is that a fucking smart decision to make?
As a CEO or man, this seems like a male decision.
Let's see.
I wouldn't be surprised if the CEO was a crusty, not even crusty, just a middle-aged white man who hasn't fucking touched grass in 10 years.
And the problem is, whether it was the new creative director's, like, head of creatives decision or not, it looks like it's her decision because they've just announced her as the new head of design or creative, and that this new wave is her thing.
Push back. Like,
I know.
I don't understand why. And this was like such a big issue during like Fashion Week as well. There's just no inclusivity in fashion.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we took like a couple of steps forward in like the last couple of years, but I feel like now we're going back to...
Yeah, because they went, don't worry guys, Cotton On, Target and Fate the label have got you covered.
City Chic have got it. You just shop there.
Yeah.
You want plus size clothing, just shop there.
Don't fucking worry about it. And then, because we were talking about it in the office and someone made the comment of, yeah, but Witchery sits under a group of multiple retailers. So if they, you know, someone else in their group will be able to accommodate you. Like, it doesn't have to be Witchery. And I said, who? Name them.
Yeah.
I said, because there isn't.
Yeah.
There isn't anyone else in that group that can serve like this size. And also, has anyone just stopped to consider that it makes people feel like fucking shit?
Yeah.
People with money who want to buy your clothes.
Literally.
And to sit there, like, you know that no one's had that problem when they're going, just shop somewhere else.
Yeah.
You tell me where to shop.
100%.
You tell me where to shop. You go to Marion as a size 18 or 20 woman.
I could not tell you the last time that I've bought something in store.
Yeah.
Because they've stocked my size.
Yeah. That should
if
be.
If they stock it, it's online only.
Yeah. That should be a thing where if you're standard sizing, we're going to take those sizings from every store, and then you go in store and you try and find something that fits when you have an event the next day.
Oh, no fucking hope. Yeah.
You can only buy from retailers online who stock your sizing, but you've never shopped with them before because you've never heard of them because they're not normal stores.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Just... why should my body size dictate what I can and cannot wear?
Like, people complain when people of bigger sizing aren't covered up enough, but then you won't let me fucking buy clothes to cover up.
Give me the clothes. I'll put them on. They don't fucking exist, though.
I would love to put the clothes on.
I don't want to wear clothes. Give them to me and I'll put them on, babes.
I don't want my fucking fupa out and about, doll. I'm not taking it for a walk.
Yeah.
I would like to cover up.
You think I want my ass showing in this skirt? Doll.
I don't want
to. No company's giving me enough fabric, babes. I don't know what you want from me.
Fucking no, you got to meet everyone halfway. You got to bring half the fabric with you.
Literally.
Oh, and this whole Bold Awakening thing, it looks exactly like Dish. It looks exactly like...
What is bold and awakening about it?
About fucking a staple wardrobe, essentially, that's modelled by a size 8 white woman, and that's it. And you said Bold Awakening? Girly pops. This issues crisis right now is going to be a bold awakening for Witchery. Oh, it really
irks me.
And then I saw a video on Instagram Reels yesterday that someone shared to their story where this woman who was she's a size 18. Mm-hmm. She was like, okay, I'm going to go to Witchery and I'm going to try on their size 18s.
What it's,
you know, they've told me that it's more generous sizing. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's go try it out. Goes in store. They don't go past a size 16 in store.
Like...
They don't go past a size fucking 16 in store.
That's another thing. Why are you not, if you do an extended sizing, why are you not putting that in your store?
Do you want me to buy it or not?
Why is it only online? I genuinely, I don't understand it.
I once heard a conspiracy theory that some retailers, like the ones that aren't known for doing extended sizing, they will list extended sizing on their website but say it's sold out, so it makes it look like they're inclusive.
But like they've never made a fucking
size
20 pen in their life.
Yeah. They wouldn't even know what a fucking size 10 equates to.
No, genuinely.
Yeah. It irked me.
Yeah.
But that's what I had for pop culture. In terms of like watching things,
I smashed out all of the Dallas Cheerleaders.
Oh yeah, what's your thoughts? Because I wasn't sure if you would like it.
I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I mean, Nikki was watching it while I was doing my puzzle,
Yeah.
And then I just got invested.
Yeah.
Crazy invested.
Yeah.
Something I realised while watching it.
Nikki's just come home,
She's trying to be
everyone, and
so
she's trying
quiet.
to be. I'm going to out you. I don't care. Hi.
Hey, girly pop. Someone isn't going to Sandful today.
Oh, okay. What's the reasoning?
Just not feeling too well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
we can't be mad.
I can't bully you for that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Too scared. She was too stunned to speak.
Truly. Something that both Nikki and I realised, more so me though, while watching this, was that just religion makes me very uncomfortable.
It's just so full on. People are so hardcore with their
Like,
religion.
Reese's boyfriend, Will,
Yeah.
he's like trying to apply for a job and he's like, oh, I've been applying, but like there's nothing really out there for me. God's just closed all the doors. I just got to wait for him to open some
God's
back up.
closed all the doors.
Take accountability.
I'll give you a hot
You're
tip.
a bum.
When I have to leave the back door open for Benji at 2 a.m. because I'm trying to go to sleep, God's not closing that door.
God's opened the door for Benji.
God said, fuck the winter. I'm going to let the cold in.
It's crazy. And then when people are like, God's got other plans for me. Sometimes our plans aren't God's plans.
Do you know what I will say, though? Even though it sounds a bit like wackadoodle, imagine how nice it would be to just... Because they're just going, it's out of my hands. It's like saying the universe.
I think that is my issue with it, is that like there's just no accountability. Like if something doesn't go the way that you want it to, or something doesn't plan out the way that you want, it's like, oh, well, that's not on me.
Yeah.
It's the higher being just
there's
flying
definitely a
it
fine
out.
line. There's a fine line. Like I'm a big believer in like what's meant to happen will happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like that's their iteration of it, but
Yeah,
it just
true.
sounds a lot more intense.
It's just whoa, crazy. And then how they like some of the cheerleaders go to like a sermon.
Okay, yeah.
And there's just so many fucking people. It's like in a
It's
stadium.
like a nightclub.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Hillsong's like.
I'm like, that's crazy. But I really liked it. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Dancing is just, you have to be a certain type of personality to be a dancer.
I don't have it in me.
No.
Nah. I wish I could dance. I don't have rhythm. That's my thing.
You have rhythm.
I think I have rhythm.
You have a lot of rhythm.
It takes a lot of work for that to happen though.
Yeah. I need about 5 drinks to find my rhythm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very
And even then.
it's very easy for me to lose it, and then it
yeah.
takes me a hot minute to get it back.
Yeah. But no, I had a great time watching it.
Nice.
Everyone's real emotional.
I would be too. I mean, they're not eating properly. They're probably physically exhausted, and they're young.
It was like at the beginning when like people weren't getting in, and then the other people that got in were crying for the people that didn't get in. I'm like, be fucking for real.
It's the same as like sororities. It's
Yeah,
very like,
it's
cult-like.
just
you know.
I feel like America people just scare me a little.
They're very community focused.
Yeah,
Very heavy on the community.
Yeah.
And like it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the blonde coach,
Yeah.
the older one, she's fucking scary.
Yeah.
I'd cry if she spoke to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how that could be fun,
No, neither.
to be honest. But yeah, enjoyable watch. Easy enough.
Nice.
What'd you watch?
I haven't watched anything of note. Oh no, that's a lie. Last night I watched Hate to Love, the Nickelback documentary.
Oh yeah, good.
Loved it.
Yeah.
This is for the Nickelback fans.
Yeah, okay.
Like if you're not a Nickelback fan, this documentary isn't going to make you like them. It might make you feel a little bit bad for them.
What's it about?
It's that whole typical like how did they start, their childhood.
Right.
Like so 3 of the 4 members of Nickelback, like current members, they all grew up together in like buttfuck nowhere in Canada. Like this really small town, it's like 2,000 people. And so it's like Chad, his brother Mike's in the band, a friend of theirs.
Yeah.
And Chad was like really rebellious, got in trouble, went to juvie, the whole thing when they were kids. And then they kind of started a band and it helped him get on the straight and narrow. And then it talks about how the band came together and how they, I guess, became popular. And they were talking about how they were constantly getting loans from friends and family to try and like go to the next step, and
you buying your tree.
Get literally. And Chad got to a point where he's like, I owe all these people so much fucking money. And he was like, I wasn't sure whether it was worth it at that point. Anyway, then they made it big, and it talks about their successes, and like each of, I guess, the album stages. And then it talks about how suddenly the world turned on them, and everyone was like, fuck Nickelback. Nickelback's like terrible music.
Why did that happen?
It was like, it kind of started from the critics, because Nickelback were technically in the rock genre. Right. And at that time, they were so popular, like they would have 3 hits in the top 10. They were just being played everywhere. And it was a little bit more of like a mainstream approach to rock. And so critics were like, these guys are just mainstream. It's not real music, like really critical of them, and saying that they were only making music for radio plays. And I guess that kind of just, it was around the time that like social media was starting to pick up, and it just kind of took off like wildfire. And it would be the same as people saying that they don't like One Direction music, or that people don't like Sabrina Carpenter or Taylor Swift. It's the same thing, but it was just way more intense, and like everyone was in on it kind of thing. And then it became so popular to hate Nickelback in a sense. And they were talking about how they had somewhat thick skin. Like they were so successful. Yeah. Like it was kind of like, okay, well, you can say that, but we're super successful. Yeah. And they had a very dedicated fan base regardless. But it still like really hurt them. And I was like crying. I was like, oh my God, stop. It like really hurt their feelings. And then they were talking about like the future of Nickelback. And so their drummer, he used to be the drummer for 3 Doors Down. Oh yeah. And then Chad got him, and he joined the band just before they released their album. What's it called? The one with like all their popular songs on it.
Oh yeah.
Nickelback. Let's have a look. It's called like All the Right Reasons. So in 2005. So he joined just in time for that album. And he's been with them ever since. He's still with them. Anyway, during COVID, so he has this like nerve issue in his arm, right? And during COVID, it got really bad, and it got to the point where like his arm would stiffen up and he wouldn't be able to play the drums. And so he started freaking out, right? Being like, well, once COVID stops, like I'm going to get the call that we've got to go back on tour, all this kind of stuff. And he always felt like, because all the other members of the band, they'd grown up together, they'd known each other since they were kids. He was like, even though I'd been in the band for like 10 years now, like almost 10 years, and they always made me feel welcome and part, like, you know, I was part of decisions and things like that. I always felt like the new guy. Yeah. And I never felt 100% like I was in the band. And so he got so stressed about his arm thing and not being able to play that he sent them all an email being like quitting, essentially. Being like, and he was like, really, he was like, I can't, like, I don't want to let anyone down. Anyway, Chad called him and he was like, dude, we don't want a drummer, we want you. Yeah. Like, we could get someone else, but we don't want to get someone else. We want it to be you. And he was like, whatever it costs, whatever it takes, we'll fly you wherever we have to. We're going to get you fixed because we want you in the band. And he was saying, like, the drummer, he was like, that was the moment that made me realize that they did like me and they did want me in the band. All of that. I was like, stop.
Me. So do you actually like me?
Yeah, literally.
I'm not entirely convinced.
So that was really cute. But yeah, it was, it's definitely like, if you like Nickelback, then I think you'll like it. And
like, I like Nickelback, but I don't think that I really care to know their backstory.
I loved it. I love them. It was so heartwarming. I was like, I love Nickelback.
Like,
so
now
much.
that I've heard about it, I feel like I've seen it.
Yeah, you don't need to see it.
Yeah.
No. But other than that, so a friend of ours had kept recommending to us to get across the Karen Reid case.
Shout out Sazi.
Yeah, shout out. In the States. And I was like, whatever Sazi says, I do.
Yeah, say less.
So
I was manically trying to watch this 28-part TikTok series about it.
I'm not a lawyer, but
hang on,
that's the one I was watching.
Have a look. But this is crazy. Like, it's actually...
Because
It's insane.
I've tried to watch as much as I can, and I reckon I've got like a third. Because I was trying to document like key details to talk about, and I reckon I've got half of it, and then I can always catch up on the other half next week.
I've got the self-defense girl.
Oh, okay. No, it's someone else.
Yeah.
So
there's so much in it, but like 100% she's being framed.
Oh, yeah. So for those who don't know, the Karen Reed case is Karen Reed is a college professor over in like Boston, in the States. And she is accused of murdering her boyfriend by hitting him with her car and leaving him to die in the snow in January 2022. So his name's John O'Keefe, and he was a Boston police officer. And the case has gained significant attention because a lot of people believe that it's a cover-up, and it's like a corrupt police story. So Karen and John were dating for about 2 years, and they went out bar hopping one night, and they met up with this lady, Jennifer McCabe, who John knows, but Karen didn't know all that well. And she invites them, as the night's winding down, back to her sister and brother-in-law's house. So the house is owned by Brian Albert, who's a police officer. And she was like, come back to their house for kick-ons. So Karen's like, I don't really want to go, but John wanted to go.
Yep.
So she was like, I'll drop you off, and you can go whatever. And he was like, just wait outside for a little bit because I'm not 100% sure if like I've made the right choice.
I want to stay, yeah.
Yeah, so she waits outside for a little bit. He doesn't come out, so she goes home. She wakes up at 4:30 in the morning and realizes that John hasn't come home. She freaks out. Tries to find him, ends up contacting Jennifer McCabe, being like, where is he? Like, can you help me find him? So then she meets up with Jennifer and this other lady named Kerry, and they go looking for him. And then at about like 5:36 a.m., they find his body in the snow out the front of the McCabes. Not the McCabes, the Alberts' house. And he's dead.
Yeah.
So I've been watching like bits of the case. I'm probably about like halfway through, and I've been making notes of like all the lies and the evidence because I feel like that's the interesting part.
Yeah.
So, State Trooper Michael Proctor, he's the lead prosecutor on this case, but he's also really good friends with the Albert and McCabe families, right? Anyway, so in what I was watching, in the case, he claimed that the street had not been plowed that morning. Karen Reed's defense attorney, they'd gone and investigated it themselves, and they'd interviewed the guy who does the plowing, and he was like, no, it was plowed. It was plowed at 2:30 that morning. Like, very detailed interview, like interrogation kind of thing. And he was like, there was no body. I didn't see any body. There is no way that there would have been a body that I wouldn't have seen because I have like lights and like I'm high up. He was like, but where the body was found, there was a Ford Edge parked out the front. And he was like, but there was definitely no body. So the prosecution lied.
And that's at 2:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the prosecution lied about the street being plowed.
Yeah.
Then one of the other claims that the prosecution made was that the Alberts family had a dog, Chloe. She was a German Shepherd. And they claimed that she'd never attacked anyone. She had no history of attacking humans. Anyway, the defense investigation uncovered that she did in fact have a history of attacking people, and she'd attacked 2 people previously and both had to go to hospital due to their injuries. And John's body was found with injuries consistent with a dog, with bite and claw marks on his arms. And then, funnily enough, the family dog Chloe was rehomed 7 months after the incident.
Yeah.
And then
that was real, like, why?
Yeah, why?
And they had the dog for 6 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like it was a puppy. It's not like it was, that's suspicious.
And then other evidence that has come out that is really questionable is Jennifer McCabe, so the lady that they met on the night out and invited them to the house. She left the house at 2 a.m. and the defense attorneys in their investigation found that in her search history, she'd Googled at 2:27 a.m. how long to die in cold, but she'd spelt how long. It was like Hoss long to die in cold. She deleted it, and then there was like evidence of her trying to contact Brian Albert that she tried to delete as well. There was other evidence where there's a Ring doorbell on Karen and John's house, and you can see Karen reversing, and John's car is parked behind her, like kind of facing another way, and she like slightly hits that car. You can see it because the car like jolts, because the whole thing is they believe that she like reversed and hit him, and they'd found the damaged tail light, and that was part of the prosecution's evidence. But what the defense is claiming is that damage was caused when she was reversing out of her driveway to meet with Jennifer at like 4:30 in the morning or whatever it is to find him. Yeah, because she was all frazzled, wasn't like thinking properly. And then there's apparently a window of time that's unaccounted for that I think it was Michael Proctor, the state trooper, was with her vehicle, and they believe that that's how he found the damaged tail light pieces, and then he planted it at the scene to make it look like that's what caused it. Yeah. And then they were like, there's testimonies that I was watching where the police who responded to the crime that morning, and they've been changing their recounts of the thing. So in their initial reports, they had claimed that Karen was saying, is he dead, that kind of stuff.
I think they said like, yeah, is she dead? And then it was like, I've killed him. I've killed him.
2 years later they change it to I've killed him. Yeah. So they're questioning that. That's where I've got up to in the evidence. But I have seen other bits like that I know is like much later on where Brian Albert was being quizzed on the stand, and the defense attorneys were questioning why he got rid of his phone. They were like, did you destroy your phone? And he's like, no, I didn't destroy my phone. And then later he's like, oh yeah, I threw my phone away. And they're like, that's destroying your phone. Like, why the fuck would you throw your phone away?
The day before he got a request to like bring the phone in for evidence or whatever, he said that like he sold it off or like got rid of it. And it's just like a day before. Yeah. Like, that's suspicious. Why are you getting rid of your phone?
And wasn't it like the next day, I've only seen a snip of this, the next day after the incident, Brian went down to the police station and was there for like half a day, like multiple hours, but it wasn't his shift, and he failed to realize that because you have to like log in and log out, that would be accounted for.
It's just like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, there is so much doubt as to whether Karen actually did it or not. I can't see there being like, there's no evidence to say that to like link her to his death really, other than eyewitness testimony from like the people that were in the house. Yeah. And then crazy how like Brian and is it Jennifer? Yeah. How they were in the house and there were cop cars and stuff and ambulances and whatever outside their house, but they claim that they didn't wake up during the night. Yeah. How do you sleep through that? Yeah. And if you've got a dog there as well, the dog's going to be going ballistic. Yeah. Like, it's just...
It doesn't add up.
And then, and then the body was, like, missing a shoe and a hat. Yeah. And they never found it. And, like, forensics didn't go into the house, didn't do any, like, investigate. Like, it was just so poorly, like...
So many holes. Yeah. Like, even if, let's say, theoretically, that the Alberts and McCabe's had nothing to do with it either, right? Yeah. But there's not enough evidence to show that you didn't, because like everything's pointing to you guys. Yeah.
And also like the prosecution claim that what's his name? I've already forgot.
Which one?
The guy that died?
Oh, John O'Keefe.
John. They claim that John, was hit by Karen while she was reversing her car 25 miles an hour. One, who was reversing that quickly in the snow?
That's like 50 kilometers an hour.
Literally. And two, The autopsy found that his injuries weren't consistent with someone being hit by a car. So, like, why are we here?
Like, why is there bite marks? Why is there scratch marks?
Why
His
are we
eyes
here?
were swollen up.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it makes absolutely no sense.
yeah, literally 25 miles an hour is like 40 k's an hour. I've never reversed.
I barely drive that quick forward.
I'm
like, that's so
in the
quick
snow.
in a driveway. Why are you having to?
That's like some stunt car bullshit.
Yeah, and then they were saying that Karen was intoxicated and that's why she was driving so fast. And then people were claiming like, oh, she was drinking from the same cup at the bar. And like, if you're getting a refill, you're not drinking from the same cup, like they won't let you.
Yeah.
And it was like a clear liquid, so it could have been vodka, but it could have also been water.
Yeah.
And then they were saying that like she didn't seem drunk or like intoxicated at all, and that her and John were really lovey all night and like affectionate. So like it didn't seem like they were in a fight.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, for a cover up you'd think that they would be like a bit more smarter about it, but I feel like they forgot about search history.
I think that they think that they're the smartest in the room and that
Yeah.
no one else would think of that stuff.
I think they thought that if we have enough people on it,
Yeah. They won't
no
question
questions
it.
are gonna be
Yeah.
asked. Or
We're the
we'll-
police.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no one will.
No one polices the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. The trial ended up being, the judge called a mistrial because the jury couldn't come to a unanimous decision.
How?
I know.
Like, did Karen do it or not? What evidence is there to say that she did it? Bribes.
Well, who's to say, like, there are people who are like, I believe the police can do no wrong.
Yeah.
And who's to say that they don't have like connections with police or whatever?
Yeah,
Or,
true.
like, all it takes is for one of them to have a family member who's a police officer and they're like, oh my
Yeah.
God, mad respect for police.
It's just fucking crazy. So she's free now? Or is it going back to trial?
Well, it has to go back to trial. What happens now, Karen? Oh my God, Googling things? Change the game, guys. Look at us. Fucking
Wow.
just fact checking in real.
Wow,
You guys don't have to do it. We're doing your job for you.
Yeah,
by
you're
the way.
welcome.
Yeah. Facts. Says the county district attorney has said, office has said it intends on retrying the case. So they have to start from scratch.
Oh my god.
They have to now find 12 jury members who know nothing about the case.
Good fucking luck.
Yeah, good fucking luck. And they have to start from scratch.
God, that's so annoying.
Yes, it is. I really fucking
I hope she isn't found guilty.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like American judicial system is just wackadoodle, so there's always a chance, but yeah. But then, like, again, if she hasn't done it, which I'm sure she hasn't, then what happened that night?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Yeah. Who knows? Like, I think from what I've seen, people are speculating that like an argument broke out in the house. Apparently, Brian and his son were known to be a bit aggressive and rowdy. And so, yeah, I don't know. Maybe like an argument broke out and then the dog got activated and like started attacking and then it just kind of escalated. I don't think it was necessarily intentional.
No. Like,
I think it
could be
just
like manslaughter or something.
Yeah,
but
I think
like,
it just, things got heated and escalated and it all kind of went a little bit wrong.
That's crazy. Like, it's just crazy how everyone involved just knew one another and like corroborated stories. And that was another thing. When the police came onto the scene, you're meant to like separate the witnesses so that they can't corroborate their story. They let it, like, witnesses go back into the house and chat to one another.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Even just the way that, like, because I've seen the bit where they're interviewing that guy who's like was one of the first on the scene, the police officer,
First responders or something.
yeah, and the defense were like, you were seen on like one of the dash cams talking to Jennifer McCabe. How long were you talking? And he was like, oh no, it was only like a few seconds. Like it was nothing. And they're like, no, the timestamps, it's minutes.
Yeah.
Minutes of talking. Like just little things like that. I'm like, how do you get that wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. But yes, so I definitely think that she's innocent.
I wonder when they'll do the next trial.
I'm sure it'll take ages. I reckon it'll be like
I think
next
finding
year.
a jury will be like
The hardest
near
part.
impossible. Yeah.
Yes. But it is very interesting. And if you are interested in the case, there's plenty of people on TikTok who have done, like the one I found was like a 32-part series, really going through the evidence and showing you elements of the court case. So it is very interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Very interesting. And I'd be interested to know what other people think. Like, do people think that she did it?
Yeah. Give me your evidence, please.
Give me your evidence. But that's all I've been watching and reading and listening to. Yeah, that's it from me.
Period. Another week.
Another week, guys.
Do we have anything on next week?
I
don't think we do.
I don't think we do.
No.
We'll make it up, guys. Don't you leave that with us.
Have
You
fun.
leave the brainstorming and ideas up to us, and we'll leave the fact checking up to you.
Actually, no. If there's anything you want us to review next week, please let us know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Would love the content to come from you. We could do a role reversal.
Yeah, do more, guys.
Yeah,
Step it
you
up.
give us the content and we will fact check.
The whole episode is just us Googling things.
Yeah, truly.
Yes. All right. Otherwise, we're going to leave you guys to it.
We have to go to the footy now.
I got to drag this girly pop out of the house.
I need to have a shower.
And we will see y'all next week.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.